If you walk into a grocery store in Paris and then fly to New York, the shelves might look identical at first glance. You'll see the same bright cereal boxes, the same soft loaves of bread, and the same familiar soda bottles. But don't let the branding fool you. Underneath the glossy packaging, the chemical DNA of American food is fundamentally different, and in many cases, illegal across the Atlantic. In the United States, the FDA generally operates on a proven harmful basis. In the European Union, they follow the precautionary principle. If there is a reasonable doubt about an ingredient's safety, it doesn't touch the shelf. As a food safety expert, I've tracked the divergent paths of these two food systems. Here are 6 staples of the American diet that are effectively banned or heavily restricted in Europe as of 2026. 1. The whiter bread, potassium bromate. The product, commercial sandwich breads, pizza doughs, and hamburger buns. The ingredient, potassium bromate, often listed as bromated flour. In the US, many commercial bakers use potassium bromate as a dough conditioner. It's a powerful oxidizing agent that makes dough stronger, more elastic, and helps it rise into that unnaturally fluffy, white texture Americans love. Why it's banned in Europe? Since the 1990s, the EU, along with Canada, Brazil, and China, has banned this additive. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, IRC, classifies it as a Category 2B carcinogen. When baked perfectly, bromate should convert to harmless bromide. However, if the bread isn't cooked long enough or at a high enough temperature, residual bromate remains in the finished product. The comparison: pick up a loaf of mass-market white bread in the US, and you'll often find bromated flour. In Europe, bakers achieve that rise using longer fermentation or ascorbic acid, vitamin C. Safer, albeit more time-consuming, methods. 2. The sun-kissed citrus soda BVO. The product, citrus-flavored sodas and sports drinks, e.g., Mountain Dew, Sundrop. The ingredient, brominated vegetable oil, BVO. BVO is vegetable oil bonded with bromine, the same element used in flame retardants. Its job is to act as an emulsifier, preventing the citrus flavoring from floating to the top of the bottle. Why it's banned in Europe? BVO was banned in the EU years ago due to concerns over bromine toxicity. Research has shown that bromine can build up in human fatty tissue and breast milk, potentially leading to neurological issues, memory loss, and thyroid dysfunction. The 2026 update: while the FDA finally issued a federal ban on BVO in late 2024 with a compliance deadline in 2025, you may still find legacy stock on some US shelves or in smaller regional brands during the phase-out. In Europe, they solved this decades ago by using glycerol ester of wood rosin or sucrose acetate isobutyrate. 3. The glow-in-the-dark confections, titanium dioxide. The product, Skittles, Starburst, powdered donuts, and coffee creamers. The ingredient, titanium dioxide, E171. Titanium dioxide is a whitening agent. It gives white foods a brilliant, opaque brightness and makes colors like red and yellow pop. Why it's banned in Europe? As of 2022, the European Food Safety Authority, EFSA, officially banned titanium dioxide as a food additive. The reason? Genotoxicity. Scientists could not rule out the possibility that the nanoparticles in titanium dioxide could damage human DNA or cause chromosomal damage after consumption. The comparison: if you buy Skittles in London, they are colored with natural plant concentrates. In the US, many versions still rely on E171 to provide that signature pearl finish, though California's recent state-level ban is forcing a national shift by 2027. 4. The Stay Fresh tortilla, propylparaben. The product, packaged corn tortillas, muffins, and some cake decorations. The ingredient, propylparaben. This is a preservative used to prevent mold and yeast growth, extending the shelf life of room temperature baked goods for weeks or even months. Why it's banned in Europe? The EU banned propylparaben as a food additive in 2006. It is a known endocrine disruptor, meaning it mimics estrogen in the body. Studies in rats have shown it can decrease sperm counts and affect testosterone levels. The reality: while many major US brands have voluntarily removed it due to consumer pressure, it is still legally, generally recognized as safe, GRA, by the FDA, and appears in hundreds of store-brand tortillas and icing products across the country. 5. The gym mat bread azotocarbonamide. The product: fast food buns, frozen bagels, and boxed pasta mixes. The ingredient: azotocarbonamide, ADA. Known famously as the yoga mat chemical, ADA is a bleaching agent and dough conditioner. It's used to make bread whiter and to give it a specific chew that holds up under heat lamps. Why it's banned in Europe? The EU bans ADA because when it's heated during the baking process, it can break down into semicarbazide, a chemical linked to cancer in lab animals. In Europe, it's considered an industrial chemical, not an ingredient. The comparison: most major US fast food chains have phased this out due to PR nightmares, but it remains a legal additive in many value bread brands sold in American supermarkets today. 6. The hyperactive cereal Yellow 5, Yellow 6, and Red 40. The product: Fruit Loops, Lucky Charms, and various fruit snacks. The ingredient: petroleum-based synthetic dyes. These dyes are derived from petroleum and are used purely for aesthetic appeal, to make processed food look more fun. Why they are restricted in Europe? While not a flat ban across the entire EU, any food containing these dyes must carry a warning label. May have an adverse effect on activity and attention in children. Rather than deal with the black box warning, most European manufacturers switch to natural dyes like turmeric, beet juice, and paprika. The 2026 landscape. In the US, a massive state-by-state ban, led by California and West Virginia, is currently forcing brands to phase these out by 2027. However, for now, the American version of your favorite cereal likely contains synthetic dyes that a European parent wouldn't touch. Why the gap exists? The core difference is the burden of proof. In Europe, the manufacturer must prove an additive is safe before it's allowed. In the US, the FDA often allows ingredients to stay on the market until a significant body of evidence proves they are definitively killing people. This innocent until proven guilty approach for chemicals is why American grocery stores feel like a different planet to international food inspectors. Expert advice: if you want to eat like a European while living in America, start reading the fine print on the back of the package rather than the marketing on the front. If you see an ingredient you can't pronounce, or one that's also used in plastics, put it back. This regulatory divide creates a massive gap in public health protection. While the EU updates its positive list of approved substances based on emerging genomic data, the American system remains bogged down by lobbying and a sluggish bureaucratic process that often ignores the cumulative effect of consuming these micro doses of toxins over a lifetime.